If you haven't seen this Adam Neely video, Music Theory and White Supremacy is what it's called, go watch it. It's an important description of what happened with Schenkergate 2020, where a German theorist named Schenker got called out for being racist because he was. But I also want to point out that things like happy is major and sad is minor isn't just like in a nutshell Western tonal music theory, because within Western tonal music theory, within just functional harmony, there are many theories of music. Within functional harmony, we've got like two main schools of thought. We've got the Viennese school, which are going to be like Riemann especially, which is where we get language like the tonic, the subdominant, and the dominant. And then on the other side, we have the German school, which has a much bigger influence here, at least in the US. And those are going to be like Schoenberg and Schenker, and that's where the language tonic, predominant, dominant comes from, and it's primarily taught in your core theory textbooks like the Lates, Koska Payne, and the Musician's Guide to. And that's why music theory is called music theory and not music law. It's an exploration of how we interact with and perceive music. And with these many theories of music, you can actually think of them as metaphors, because when we think of what music physically is, like what we're actually interacting with, it's sound waves, it's strategic sound waves, which are just like air disturbances that reach our ears and vibrate in meaningful ways. So we need something like language or images or metaphors like storytelling, or thinking of it as a landscape, or relationships between each other spatially, like on a staff. We need things to anchor our experiences for us to be able to talk about this stuff in meaningful ways. Yes, things are changing in the music theory field. We are confronting the white-centricness of music theory, but it's also important to remember that even with that, like within that white-centricness, there is more than one way of thinking about music. So even with everything that we have already, we don't need to just like chuck everything out because it was white-centric. We need to analyze where those came from and realize that there are many different tools or many different metaphors for music that we can pick and choose from in whatever way resonates with us as people, because like I don't resonate as much with the mathematical theories, but more mathematically minded people resonate with those more. I resonate more with like storytelling and emotion and color as my metaphors for music. But overall, what I'm trying to do with this platform is just get it out there that there's more than one theory of music, even within that like Western tonal centric thing. But do watch that Adam Neely video. It's really great. It gives you a lot of perspective. And just remember that Philip Yule's not the only one moving against racism. And there are other ways that we're confronting racism and colonialism and imperialism in music theory. And keep having discussions like this. I really love it, and I think it's important to get this stuff out there. So thanks for the comment, and follow for more music theory tips.